Well, thank you very much for agreeing to jump on another call.
And Vicky's here as well, just so
Oh,
you
hi,
know.
hi,
Hello.
hi, Vicky. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll probably actually I'm telling a little bit of a lie. I did after I spoke to you last week, Louise. We had a game of indoors. We play a company game of indoor soccer every Wednesday night, and I unfortunately broke my foot on the.
What?
Yeah, I know. Broke my foot and tore some.
Oh, so you didn't make
Oh
it
no.
down to then?
No, I couldn't go in the end. I had to go to hospital and get a cast put on and
Ow,
had
that
ligament.
would not have been nice at all.
No, it wasn't. So I've only had crutches since Wednesday, but if I never see another pair of crutches again, it'll be too soon. I can tell you that much.
So what's that? 6 weeks or?
Yeah, they reckon 6 weeks. I've got to go back tomorrow and have another cast put on, and then it should be 6 weeks from that. They reckon.
Can you
Wow.
drive?
Yeah, I was very lucky though. It was a clean break, so there's no requirement for surgery. So I am extremely grateful for that.
So what?
Just email those to me.
How can
I'll
I say no to a
say again. Sorry.
How could I say no to a cripple?
Yeah, I'm playing on that, so I appreciate that. Yeah.
Um, there was a new trainee, so we have our Recon conference, and we usually give them a link to say MindFlash to do a certification.
Yep.
How does that work? Do we give them a link to go one and they can actually, do we need to set everyone up or can they set themselves up if we give them a link?
With the portal.
Yes, yes. So if they've got, Recon 1 certification they're going to do, so we've got a course set up in Go 1,
Yep.
and then what we did this year was give out a business card with the URL to MindFlash course. So
Yep.
they just then went to that particular URL, put in their details, first name, last name, whatever, and then when they logged in, that course was available.
Yeah, we could do that for you. That's very simple to organise. So we could give
Yeah,
give you a specialised URL, and then exactly the same. You could have just hand out
and
business
it will
cards.
take, they go to that, and then they register their details. Then when they're in Go One, that course is available.
Yes. Yeah, we can have that
Okay.
populate. So
Those 68 courses, is there a cost to use those?
no, there's not. No, those 68 courses are free for our customers to use, just as a value add for the system.
Okay.
So there's a mixture of sort of soft skills in there, leadership and management, um, dealing with, and then you've got your sort of compliance courses, so dealing with workplace harassment, sexual harassment in the workplace, all your standard compliance courses for workplaces these days. But again, there are some sort of public speaking courses in there, um, how to get the best out of
Okay.
how to get the best out of your team. So sort of some soft courses in there as well, and they're free. You can just pull them into your system again and just change a few things. 90% of it may be right, but you may have a welcome course in there that you want to put a video in from the CEO welcoming everyone into the organisation. You can just add that video with a little quiz at the bottom. You might want the students to have to understand the mission, vision, values of the organisation from what the CEO says. You could add a video, add a quiz, and then the course is ready to be pushed out to your students as well.
So you'd probably say that this is more HR related than an external LMS to our clients.
You can use it.
Would that be?
So more internal. Did you say? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this sort of leaning more to interactive internal to organisations, with internal staff and HR, or because there's sort of more sort of lean, it looks like, to that than there is to external students,
So we,
like
we
our customers.
Yeah, yeah, okay, cool. So we have two different ways. We have a lot of RTOs right now. They have three or four people in the organisation, but they have a few thousand students. So we have a fully functioning
Okay.
e-commerce side to the
Yeah.
platform. So if you have courses that you want to sell to new trainees, then
Yeah.
you can quite easily you can set a price for that course, and then it's a full.
Okay. No, just because there's a bit of a lean to HR internal, where definitely our focus is external training courses for our customer base.
Right. Okay. Then that's good feedback. Thank you
Yeah.
for that.
But in saying that as well, there probably is an opening for our internal HR department to use this. If we bring it on board for us, it'd be quite easy for them to use that as well for internal to reckon.
I always ask ahead of time because if all of a sudden you see that it was recorded without your permission, I don't think the conversation will go in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
So awesome. Well, so I've kind of thrown a lot of information at you. Love to hear your initial feedback and any thoughts you might have.
So something learning module we already use is MindFlash. So how does GoOne differ from MindFlash?
MindFlash. So I'm not familiar with MindFlash, but I'll go into. We have a spreadsheet for competitor analysis. So after our call, I'll do my due diligence, and then I'll send you the metrics on how we differ for different features and costs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. What are some of the other features that GoOne has besides this landing page dashboard?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to ask you, can I hear a little bit about what you're doing, and I mean, I guess what your existing onboarding process is, just so I can gear this discussion to you specifically.
So Michaela, the first meeting we call it a discovery call, which really is a meeting for that allows us to understand what your needs are and see if we have a mutual fit. So if you don't mind me asking a few questions before we start, is that okay?
That's fine.
All right. So first of all, do you do any online training at all at the moment?
What we have been doing is delivering our Certificate 4 in Work Health and Safety via e-learning.
Okay.
And that's an off-the-shelf product built by Catapult, which you've probably heard of.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with them.
Yeah, so we've got that, but we'd really like to be delivering short courses online.
Okay.
I've done a Master of E-Learning course with Be Online Learning.
Okay.
And I've got another staff member currently learning Articulate Storyline.
Oh, nice. So you're going to have a full team.
So we're sort of looking to that as a direction for the future for our clients. We deal with mainly large businesses, and we specialise in on-site training, or have specialised in on-site training, and we've been around for about 8 years. Mm-hmm. And it's all been going well. It's just our clients would probably like us to have a few extra strings to our bow, and they're very happy with our on-site training, but for the purpose of refresher training and just snippets of information for their staff, they would probably quite like to have some short courses from us.
Excellent. And you've got those short courses, but they just face-to-face at the moment.
At the moment, we have a suite of face-to-face courses, yes, and they at the moment range from 2 hours to 1 day is our definition of a short course, but an online course for us, we would probably like it to be, even shorter snippets of information, sort of half an hour to an hour.
Okay, excellent. Now, in terms of small print, because I'm familiar, my background is from, I worked with RTOs, for RTOs, for nearly 10 years. So I'm very familiar with with Catapult, Blackboard, Moodle, and all of those different LMSs. So I understand it can be convenient, but there's some limitations from my point of view, right? Now, from your point of view, what do you think? What are the things that, let's say, eCatapult doesn't do well that you wish it did? Apart from the fact that you can create your own courses, more of a general feedback on what you think about Catapult, I guess, that I'm trying to find out.
Well, with Catapult, you can only sort of get the courses that they have and maybe customize them a little bit, so that it's quite limiting in terms of what we can offer through their learning management system, because it's a fixed system that's controlled by them.
Okay. So
So outside of Certificate 4 in safety, there's not a real lot that we can do with that system.
okay. So basically, the authoring tool, being able to create courses, and it's an important thing for you, right?
Either to be able to create courses or access pre-written, well-written courses via a third party, and be able to cost-effectively distribute them to our clients. So I do like the Catapult model, where it's a small fee per user. It's low risk, and we don't need to develop anything, and we have the in-house knowledge here to support the learning of our students, but we don't actually need to put a lot of time into developing anything because they've done it for us. So that's great. And if you have something in the area of safety training yourselves as ready-made courses, I'd be very interested to hear about it.